Hey. We're going to start this show off right now.
That is mostly positive, and I want to see us in a better state than we in. So I don't want y'all to take this as I'm bashing, I hate myself, or I hate my people, or anything like that. But I forgot his name. Old boy said I need to tell the truth. So today, I'm finna tell the truth. Just like I do in every other video, by the way. So, what we have here in the black community is black men representing the manosphere and black women. Some of them are part of the divestment movement, but overall, black women just tired of being mistreated and neglected and cheating and everything else, and they're tired. They're just tired and fed up. So there's a lot of people voicing their opinions online, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to tell y'all this, that the black community has cancer, and all of this is nothing but symptoms of that cancer. And I will say that, in my opinion, it started with black men. How did it start with black men? Okay. What's our job? What's the purpose of a man? I think unanimously, most people, I don't care what culture you're from, everybody says that the role of a man is to provide and protect. All of us can agree on that, right?
And lead.
I agree on that too.
And where they leading us to, we don't know.
When have we done that?
I'm listening.
From slavery. From the beginning of slavery in the United States, when have we been able to protect our women and provide for our women the way we should be? Slavery days, we were bred. There were slaves that were married and loved each other and fell in love and all that kind of stuff, but just think about it. We didn't even belong to ourselves. We belonged to somebody. They bred us like people breed French bulldogs right now. And if a slave master found out that me and another black woman were married and in love, what you think was going to happen? Slave master have sex with the woman I'm in love with whenever he felt like, because she belonged to him. And if I got bucked, what you think he'll do to me? You ever heard of buck breaking? That's when they publicly emasculate you.
Yep.
By having sex with you.
Mm-hmm.
Take your manhood in front of everybody. Why? So that you never try to get buck again. So they can keep you not being masculine. Furthermore, a black woman was, her job back then was to take care of the slave master and have children so that they can grow up and be slaves, right? I don't care if you're in slavery or not. when you have a child, you're gonna love that child. When a child passes through your body, you're gonna love that child. You're gonna have a connection to that child. That child incubated in your womb for 40 weeks, right? But then when that child is born and you raise that child to a certain age, the slave master will come and snatch your child from you and send it to wherever they wanted to send it to, beat him, in some cases even kill him. Kill you over a cup of peaches or something like that. And the black woman had to sit there and watch that.
That's right.
And the
That's
black
right.
man wasn't able to protect the children or the woman.
That's right. Say it again. Say it
Now I'm
completely
not saying
again.
it's our fault. Like we were
We know.
beaten and like I said, they
Just tell the
emasculated us.
truth.
They controlled what we did. Because if there are some slave men that tried to revolt and fight back, but they're dead. They killed them people. They killed them. Then we get through slavery, and pretty much the same thing went on. We just
Yep.
technically didn't belong to nobody, but we didn't have freedom.
Exactly.
We still had to exist
Mm-hmm.
in a world that was set up to be against us.
Mm-hmm.
You still wasn't able to provide for your family if you had one. Couldn't own no land. Whenever black people did build something, they burnt it down. Then we get to the 80s, and I'm skipping a whole lot of stuff, but in my generation, when I was born in the 80s, what we had going on? We had drugs, prostitution, pimping. And by that time, rap music was out, and the rappers, they wasn't, holding our women up, and
Hey, ride or
they
die.
became bees and hoes. Snoop Dogg, he got a song where he say, "Bees ain't nothing but hoes and tricks." Whole time he got a woman at home, a wife that he loves. So look at the games, look at the tricks that they playing on us, that we playing on ourselves. At this point, when you sitting up here talking about a man that wake up and say, "Man, I don't like the way that I want a family. I want to take care of my kids. I want to uplift our women." You want to tell him he's simping because he's trying to heal wounds that were caused by people that wasn't even a part of our community. We're dealing with trauma. Now we out here inflicting pain on each other.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the worst of it fall on the women's hands. More recently, you see.
Don't eat avocado toast before watching this.
Mostly affects black women. They don't put black women on the posters and stuff like that and on the commercials and say, "Let's fight sex trafficking" with a black woman face on it, because they will not care if a black woman is the face of it. Women getting beat up just for turning a dude down, saying, "I don't want to give my number out." So you cut a dude a cuss out, beat her up, slap her. I seen a dude hit a woman with a skateboard in New York because she turned him down. Also in New York, these dudes jumped the woman because she said she was okay. She didn't want to be in a relationship. And they say she didn't even say it in a rude way. She politely let the dude down and they jumped on her. Domestic violence at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
But our job is to provide and protect. Ask any black woman. I got a video where I say, if you are a black woman, would you feel safe in society? Look in the comments and see how many women are saying no. And I tell y'all, I got a daughter, and I'm worried about her. Black men ain't even watching them kind of videos. And there's a few of them, and they agree. The ones that watch that video, they agree. They writing me. They come in on the video too, saying they worry about the same thing. Because it ain't all of us that's like this. But the majority of the ones, especially online in the manosphere, are walking around like somebody owe them something, and you ain't done nothing. Dude around here working at, and I don't want to put nobody down, but I ain't gonna say no space, no particular restaurant. But this dude work at a restaurant making minimum wage, and he around here talking about he wants somebody to be submissive to him. What do you have? How is that woman that you want to be submissive? How is she gonna eat? Can you pay the bills? Nah, most likely she gonna have her apartment. You gonna move in her apartment, and you gonna probably get her a couple babies and live off of her Section 8 voucher. And then you gonna be around here talking about this my house. You need to be respecting me and submitting to me. No. Who want that for their daughter? The overwhelming majority of us don't even love ourselves, don't even respect ourselves, but we want a woman to love and respect us. You don't carry yourself with no dignity. You hate yourself. You hate women, and so yeah, you hate yourself. So it ain't no way you can love nobody else. You hate everybody. You hate men too. You see a man doing well for himself, if he did it the right way and he ain't out here selling drugs and all that other kind of stuff, you gonna hate on him. A lot of us taking each other out because you figured out how to make it out. I can't allow that. You making me feel more insecure about myself. So I'm going ahead and kill you and get you up out of the picture. Can't have you out here making me feel no worse than I already feel. Most of us, all of us need to go through some kind of therapy because trauma passes through generations. And we have a lot of generations of trauma to unpack. At this point, there's kids that are born where their granddaddies wasn't even in the picture. So if my granddaddy wasn't in the picture, that means my daddy was messed up in the head. Now it's like I got even less of a chance of growing up and being a real man. But we supposed to be kings, right?
That's right.
And before y'all get in the comments talking about, this man hate himself, man, I love myself. That's why I talk about self-love. Every time y'all hear me on a video, I talk about people healing first, beginning to love their self first, get their head right, get their money right, then get you a woman and love her right and make sure she loving you right. And then y'all live together and be happy and find harmony and just be peaceful and continue to rise together. That's what the goal is. But it's a lot of people that's going to tell you, leave black women alone. They too far gone. And on the other hand, there's women saying, leave black men alone. They too far gone. We giving up on ourselves. That's the reason why I make these videos I'm making. Because there's a lot of black women that ain't gave up yet. And I'm trying to talk about the good black men that actually trying to get themselves together so that they can find, there's good women and good black men and good black women. The problem is there's so many people, there's so many of us that's messed up in the head that we keep on damaging the ones that want to be right. And then we end up turning people into savages. And then next thing you know, it's all going to hell then. These women that birthed us have the hardest time out of all women across the board
What about
with
that?
finding love
Yeah.
and being taken care of
Yep.
and being respected.
Yep.
And we want to sit up here, not me specifically, but there's a lot of black men that want to sit up here and talk about black women saying, oh, black women ain't women no more. Well, guess what? Black men ain't men no more in large part. And let me reiterate, there are men that are black that have their stuff together and they making it work. They making it happen. But it's far more of us that are lost and don't know what to do with ourselves, so we just throwing the blame on anybody else. You can't do that. If you don't have nothing, if you ain't trying to build nothing, don't even talk about black women. You ain't got the reason why you ain't got no woman that respect you and all that other stuff that you claim you want is most likely because you ain't about that. You ain't worth nothing. You ain't got nothing. You can't give nobody nothing. That's why I say you need to work on yourself first. Get yourself together before you go out here messing with these women and then get mad when you ain't getting the results you want. I seen a video yesterday. A dude say he left a perfectly good woman. Say he was married to this woman for 5 years. They ain't have no issues. She respected him. She loved him and everything else. You know why he say he left her? Because he wanted to go and be his best self. What that mean? If you got a good woman on your side that ain't causing you no problem, she respecting you, she loving you, she supporting you, and this came out of his mouth. She doing all of those things. What more do you want? She treating you like you already your best self. So because you unhappy with yourself, you finna break this woman heart, and she ain't done nothing to you. That's little boy stuff. Any real man that got a woman like that on his side gonna put, hey, check this out, baby, we finna go to a new level. And she gonna be like, okay. And she gonna be, okay, what do you need me to do? How can I help? Don't DM me no more talking about a simp. You talking about you red pill aware, but you ain't aware of the whole picture. You around here focused on how the women treating you. Look at how the world treating you. You on the bottom of the totem pole. And you got the nerve to be sitting around here talking about women this and women that. Don't nobody respect you at the end of the day. You don't even respect yourself. Your brother don't respect you. You don't respect him. You don't respect yourself. Your woman don't respect you. And then you sitting around here complaining, talking about it's the women's fault. No. Just random occurrence called the Black Bee. And I know a lot of y'all that don't want to stick up for black women and don't even want to give black women the benefit of the doubt. You're going to say, well, she had to be doing something to deserve that. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you what she did to deserve it. First of all, the whole reason she was out of the house yesterday morning, because she was doing something for me. I called my wife while I was at work. I said, babe, I need you to go do something for me. She said, okay. She threw on some clothes, got in the car, headed to go do what I asked her to do. In the process of her on the way there, I called her back. I'm like, hey, babe, don't worry about that. I don't need you to do it no more. It's been handled. She said, okay. So what she decided to do, I'm going to stop over at this little spot and get me a fruit smoothie. She go in, get her smoothie, everything fine. You know, she have a conversation with the lady that's working in there because she's a regular in that establishment. Have a good little conversation, small talk like she always do. Get her smoothie, walk out the door, walk into her car. Some dude riding by decides to call her a Black Bee. She didn't walk in front of the man's car. She didn't cut him off. She didn't bump into somebody's car. She didn't do anything to caused this to happen to her. The only thing she did was have on a mask. That's it. Dude say, why even come outside, Black B? Just imagine how frustrated I was and how angry I was when I get a text message, because I was talking to her right before that happened. I told my brother called me. I said, "Babe, I'm gonna call you right back. This Jalen." I'm talking to my brother. I get a text message. "Babe, somebody just called me a Black B." Immediately, Jalen, I'm gonna call you back. Pick up the phone. When I call her, "Hey, where you at? What's going on?" Somebody just called me a Black B and just drove off. So now I'm ready to go ahead and go to war. Where you at? I'm not worried about that, but I am. This woman just out minding her business, and she get disrespected like that for no reason. My wife ain't one of the ones that you can say is like my wife don't degrade herself. She ain't out here acting ratchet and carrying on. My wife got 3 degrees. She's a registered nurse, so she got on the mask because she feel like it's warranted. She's in the healthcare field. She got a family at the house. My wife ain't doing nothing out there acting crazy. She ain't ghetto. She ain't none of that. Not to say that just because you ghetto, you deserve to be treated that way. But I'm just saying that some people say that if you are those things, you don't respect yourself, so you don't deserve respect. But guess what? When you disrespect them, you open it up for all of them to be disrespected, because for whatever reason, we like to group people all into one thing just by, all it takes is one similarity and we group everybody that look the same in the same boat. I'm not like a lot of the dudes that I used to hang out with. I'm not like a lot of the dudes that watch my videos. I'm not like a lot of people on this planet that look like me, that's black. But because of something that's going on in a whole other state, they'll look at me like I do the same thing they do. I'm the same. So that's why I go off when I see black women being disrespected. What's all this anger about?
Exactly.
Some dudes are coming, oh, you gotta understand.
No, I gotta understand
the family structure, because the dynamic of the patriarchy and this and that. You know what it really is? A lot of these dudes see some of these women that want to live the city girl lifestyle, and they're attracted to them. They love them. They beautiful. They love the body. They love all of that. But they get angry because that woman, those type of women, don't act the way they want them to act. So instead of just saying, she's beautiful, but I wouldn't date her, they angry and they take that anger out on everybody.
Hey, Caroline.
On all the black women. Yeah, that's what it all boils down to at the end of the day. In a lot of cases. I understand it. But every woman got a right to live their life the way they want to live their life. If they want to live that lifestyle, and I don't agree with that lifestyle neither, but here's the thing. I'm not out dating those women. I didn't marry a woman that act like that. So I ain't walking around here angry at all black women that act like that because they decided to live their life like that. Do I want my daughter acting like that? No. Do I want my sister acting like that? No. But if they decide to live their life like that, do I love them any less? No. And at the same time, if they decided to live their life like that, if somebody did something to them, I'm gonna be offended by it the same way if that woman decided to live her life in the most wholesome way you can possibly live it. act like a straight up church girl. I'm gonna treat her the same way that I would treat the church girl, with the same respect. That's the thing that I don't. That's the reason why I talk about this stuff the way I talk about it. And you can sit up here and say, "Oh no, you talk about it because it's lucrative to speak up for black women." You know what's more lucrative? It's more lucrative to talk bad about black women. All I have to do is make a title that looks like it says something disrespectful about black women. It's gonna be all kind of men gonna click on the video. I've done it before because I know it's gonna get clicked on. I put a title where I'm saying something that's like a derogatory statement towards black women to get people to click on the video. People are gonna click on the video. Then when they see what I'm saying, they'll sell me out in the comments. Man, you simping, you simping. You need to watch. You need to watch this person. You need to join this team. I don't need to join nothing. The only team I'm joining is the shoemate team. That's you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be nobody cheerleader. I ain't lifting nobody up that I don't agree with. I don't care what they got going. I don't care how much money they got, how many cars they got, how many women they got. I'm not impressed by none of that. What I'm impressed by is integrity. What I'm impressed by is people that's got respect. What I'm impressed by is people treating people the way they want to be treated. I'm impressed by people's character. And if you got a rotten character, I don't support you. I don't watch your videos. You can't hang with me in real life. You can't. I don't even want to be a part of your existence. Simple as that, man. But public service announcement. I wish I would have been there when that dude said what he said to my wife. Any disrespect of my wife, my daughter, my sister, any of that would not be tolerated. If I would have been there, my wife would have been uploading a video telling y'all to pray for Michael because he in jail, and we need y'all prayer. Simple as that. But I'm gonna go and cut this video off right here, man. Things you don't respect.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This man, this is his second wife. He been through the rain and still respect us women. You can't knock that. But I will see you guys later on the next video. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Peace. I'm out.